I grew up in the 1950s and 60s, born in 1949, January 3rd, 1949, which makes me 75 years old. So I'm very familiar with the, stuff from way back, the 1950s and 1960s. One of the things that we would do from time to time, if you wanted to dare some of your buddies to do something really stupid or dangerous or whatever, you'd say, I double dog dare you, man. I double dog dare you. So I've been issuing double dog dares to people on my YouTube channel. What'll happen is someone will say, oh, you really believe all this nonsense from this fairy tale book, the Bible? Or come off with it was some silly thing like that. And so what I do is I put in the comments to the people who said that, this simple message. I double dog dare you to read the New Testament. What? I double dog dare you to read the New Testament. Now, why do I do that? Because I know that there's an unlikely chance that they'll do that. But you know what? If they did, they would have stuck their foot in it. So Isaiah 55:11 says this. So is my word that goes out from my mouth. It will not return to me empty, okay? But will accomplish what I desire and achieve the purpose for which I sent it. If someone reads the New Testament, this has happened to me 52 years ago or whatever. They read the New Testament, they stuck their foot in it, God will speak to them. Okay, a lot of people say, oh yeah, I've done that. They haven't. You can't do it and stay the same unless you're so stupid you just don't really understand what's going on. His word will convict people. It becomes obvious that you're not reading just a book. It's a whole lot more than anybody's fairy tale. The word of God speaks to you. And the promise of God is it will not return to him empty. It will accomplish the thing he wants it to accomplish, that he desires it to do. What does he want it to do? He wants it to bring people to Christ, to transform their lives. I challenged a guy, 1976, I think it was 76, I was doing a youth ministry in Lawndale, California. And kind of long-headed 17-year-old kid came in to talk to me, and he said, for me, where it's really at is the Chariots of the Gods. That was a big book. Smart kid, his name was Dave. So I said, well, I'll tell you what, Dave, why don't you read the New Testament? Well, I don't have one. Well, I had a stack of them in my office, so I grabbed one and I said, here, take this, read it in modern language, New Testament. He took it, he said, okay, I'll read it. Didn't see him for about a month. He came back in, wanted to talk to me, sat down in a chair. He just hung his head. Big old long-haired kid, in the 70s, 76 or so. And he just hung his head, and I said, what can I do for you, Dave? He just hung his head for a while. And when he lifted his head up, the tears were running down his face. He said, I want to accept Jesus. I want to accept Jesus. He did. Was baptized. Fell in love with Jesus, man. Started walking with the Lord. Dude went to Bible college, okay? That's the kind of thing that happens. I double dog dare people to read the New Testament. It will absolutely, utterly change their life. That's why I say that. Join me. It's a good strategy. Hope you subscribe to my channel. Give me thumbs up, make comments, all that stuff.